Hi, and welcome to another episode of Monday Motivation brought to you by Dominate Your Day. I started Monday Motivation as a space for many episodes to share inspiring ideas and thoughts for leaders in the workplace. As a former corporate leader, I know what it feels like just to need a little boost of inspiration each week. In each episode, I will share a topic to motivate and empower you. So today we are talking about the topic of well-being. And under well-being, there's 5 areas. And today we're going to be talking about relationships and social and community. The other 5 areas are financial, purpose, and then also physical. So today we're combining social and community. So here's to healthy relationships and happier work days. So as we think about relationship, I want you to think about the lifelines that keep your professional lives vibrant and meaningful. It could be just that friend or that coworker that is just energizing. They're always helping you be your best. They're encouraging you. You can almost tell them anything and they'll help speak truth to you. But they're also somebody it's going to be a healthy relationship. They're going to inspire you to new heights and creativity and productivity. So think about that in opposite of relationships that are straining, that can drain your energy and dampen your spirits. And really focus on who can I surround myself with today that's going to help me be my best self, that's going to stretch me, that's going to tell me the truth, that's going to help me be the best I can be. And that's who you want to spend your time with. And I love Esther Perel's quote about relationships. She says, the quality of your life is the quality of your relationships. So as we're in this month of February and thinking about relationships, thinking about our work and our personal partnerships, who are we spending our time with? Who is giving us energy? Who are we energized by? And so one of the things I think that we can think about is that our energy is important, and we can decide each day how we're going to design our day and how we're going to manage your day, or are we going to let somebody else do it? So part of that is thinking about the people that you hang out with and the people that you do business with. So one of the case studies that I wanted to share with you this week is about a global software giant, and they placed a huge emphasis on maintaining healthy relationships at work. And they believe that positive and effective relationships lead to more productive, creative, and happier teams. So they've done some pretty cool things, and that's why they made my case study this week. They actually put together what they call health monitors. And it's these open office idea of, these health monitors to check the pulse of the team. And then they have ship it days where employees can work on any project they choose. And these investments in their relationship building have helped paid off, with this software company getting regularly appearing in list of the best places to work. So think about what is something you can do. Evidently, what they do, these open office areas, just to encourage communication with these health monitors. You can just really talk about, what your team's feeling like, how things are feeling, how you're feeling. And then I love this idea of ship it days, where maybe I'm in a particular group and we're always working on one project, but this particular day I get to work on whatever I want. And it's giving me more energy because it's feeding my creativity in a different way. So think about things that are unique like this that you can do in your organization. It doesn't have to be an organization that is hybrid or in person. It could be remote, anything. What are the things you're going to do? So let's think about those things for this week as your action items. So first, I want you to choose one professional relationship that you want to focus on this week. I was thinking about this earlier today with my mentors. I was like, okay, man, I've had several different mentors and I haven't talked to them in a while. Maybe it's time to reach out to one of them and have lunch or have coffee and just really talk about life, talk about business, get their thoughts on whatever I'm thinking about. And so when you think about choosing this one professional relationship you want to focus on this week, think about it and then think about what you want to ask them that you're wanting some advice on, or what is something you can do to help improve that relationship? In my case, I hadn't talked to this person in about 3 or 4 months. So it's time. I miss her, and I miss hearing from her. Number two, make an effort to connect with colleagues on a personal level. It could be as simple as asking about their weekend or sharing a coffee break. I was doing a podcast yesterday, and we were talking about remote work. And one of the things my guest was telling me that really helped them each Monday is really just start their meeting off with talk about their weekend. What did they do? Who did they see? What movies did they watch? Where did they go? What kind of activities they do? And just doing that, especially if you pick one of your colleagues to do that with, it's so simple, but yet it means so much. And then number three, reflect on your interactions and make necessary adjustments so that you can ensure healthier relationships. I grew up in a great corporate culture where we were always thinking about each other and giving back and sharing and learning and talking about our life, but that's not normal. That was a great gift to me. But one of the things that I realized is we always, and this was at Southwest Airlines, we always talked about people first. But I think it's Stephen Covey that says it's relationships first. How are we developing our relationships? How are we feeding them? How are we growing them? And think about what you can do in each of your relationships. And I think that is a great opportunity this week. So my recommended podcast for the week is The Science of Happiness. And the episode is our relationship with other species. So I want you to check that out and think about that as you're growing and you're building your relationships this month. So I have one favor to ask you before we wrap things up here. I would just love to see if you could hit that follow button for this podcast so that you can become a follower. And when you become a follower, you help us boost the podcast visibility and you help bring even more amazing episodes in the future. So if you can just do that one thing for me today, please hit that follow button. Give it a friendly tap. It's the easiest way to get updated when we drop fresh content. But if you are feeling extra generous, we'd love if you could also share the podcast with a buddy. It's like spreading the love for a great conversation. Thanks a million for tuning in today and being a part of our podcast community. We can't wait to have you back next time for more exciting chats.